Hey, Andy, you ready to do a little test?
Let's do a
Like
test.
a cognitive test? You want
I
to do a
don't know what
cognitive
you got
test?
me.
It's a cognitive test. Want to see it?
Oh, okay. Let's see if
Okay.
I'm a smart Trump.
Which one? Which one is the pig and which one is Trump?
Wait, one's a what?
One is a pig and one is Donald Trump. Can you guess?
I think so. I
Hey,
think I
they're
could get
freaks. It's time again. Andy and Merlin, your cursed best friends. Flames rise high. Don't even try. 'Cause we're all gonna
All right, everyone. This is Andy and Merlin. We are all going to die. I'm Merlin, and this guy below me is who?
I'm Andy, I think.
All right, and as you see on the main screen, I have two split screen. One is Donald Trump, and the other is a piggly eye. What can you guess who is who?
Well, it is hard because they are very, very similar.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the one on the right is Trump.
Okay. Good,
I feel like this is a trick question.
Well, they both have like a very orange, like on their skin, don't they?
Yeah.
Like some kind of tanner.
I
That's definitely it.
I saw a photo where they made all of Trump's face the color that's around his eyes.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying. Looked like the Grim Reaper.
Oh my God, Andy. So yeah, we've been out for a while. I went on a vacation, I went to a music festival, and I had to come back and go to work for a while. And Andy's been working every day to make a living.
Yeah.
So we finally come back on because Andy likes to work early in the morning now to do his runs. And so the time I'm ready, he's already falling asleep. So we had to find a time, and I've got Andy up. Folks, we have Andy for another hour. So if you can, please make sure you subscribe to We Are All Gonna Die. Hit that bell button to get notified on our next videos. Hit like and leave some comments. Andy, I was actually thinking about changing our name, or maybe that could be the name of us, and see if the audience likes it. If you like my idea, Andy, or people watching, the two people that are watching, let us know if you like this or not, or if you have better ideas. But we should do like the Democrats.
The Democrats?
I think everybody's searching for it. Just hope they don't use a B in the word, because Trump found out there was a B, so he took it out because he thinks most of his friends won't know there's a B. They didn't know. He knew that, but he doesn't think the other people know there's a B in dumb.
That's not on his cognitive.
Like a dum-dum. He thought it was like dum-dum, like the lollipops.
Like the lollipops.
Yeah, Democrats.
God, he's an idiot.
We could be the Democrats presents We Are All Gonna Die. You like that, Andy?
Yeah, I like it.
So, Andy, a lot has happened. Plus, I think we're on like week 12 of the so-called Iran war.
Yeah, there's so much going on. I don't even know.
There is like there's been hearings, I guess, with Todd Blanche and Todd Besant, and
yeah, those have been pissing me off. I got some issues with those.
And little Marco Rubio.
Yeah.
So and then if you didn't know that the guy that Trump right now has nominated to replace Tulsi Gabbard. Was it Bill Pulte?
I don't know anything about him. I've been off on that. Somehow I've missed that story.
Oh, Andy, I'm getting choked up thinking about it. Well, Andy, we have more experience in national intelligence than this guy does.
Yeah. And I was super happy to find out that, I don't have any kids. We both don't have any kids. But,
right.
I'm actually more of a father than Elon Musk.
Oh, definitely.
I've actually seen his baby. Yes.
Oh,
a photo of it. Yeah.
He's never has?
I don't know.
Oh, my God. So this is the guy who Trump has nominated. He works for like Fannie Mae and he's just another transactional guy who's paid his way to have this position.
Right.
Is not going to help the security of our national security. He's going to be using it to abuse people that use the high intelligence to surveil us and
wonderful
his enemies.
Wonderful.
And this is Pulte winning an award a couple of years ago. You want to see this, Andy?
Okay. He won an award?
Award tonight. Oh, God.
Is that? This is like a meme coin award or something?
Is that him?
And he produced it? No, this is the guy giving the award.
Okay,
human
okay.
Person 741. All right, so Bill, this says Bill Pulte fucks. All right?
Yeah. Bill Pulte fucks.
And then if you notice it's got a tramp stamp with a butterfly.
I like
back.
only the young.
One ass cheek.
Only the young.
It does say,
who is this guy?
It does say only the young on the back here. Only the young, December 14th.
That looks pretty bad.
He won an award, and it says like there's like a dildo on there, a tramp stamp of a butterfly, and it says like only for the young or something to that degree.
Oh, dude, they're so
another
gross.
like just cringy pervert who just has money and was able to pay Trump off as long as he goes and just Trump tells him what to do. The demented man.
They all are. They're just the most disgusting people that exist.
And Andy, I don't get it. There's of course there's so much going on, and I've heard about the Senate and Congress are kind of like revolting. Maybe you can tell me more. I was in the movie tonight to see Mandalorian Grogu. I was still in IMAX. Who really is running the show, man? How can an entire cabinet and other politicians fear an 80-year-old man who's in bad health, bad mental health, who's got dementia?
Can't even stay awake during a
stay awake. Who
with
all
the TV
knows how to do is post memes in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. because he's sundowning in the middle of the night. Who's really running the show? Are they that much of a eunuch and betas that they're really scared of this old man? Or are there other people around him that are in control? There's people behind the curtain, like the Wizard of Oz, controlling this and threatening the people.
The people in charge of our country.
Like, you keep us quiet. We're the quiet people. You don't talk about
Miriam Adelson, Elon Musk, all these billionaires, Peter Thiel.
These tech billionaire bros?
That's who's running our country right now.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think Trump's completely out of it because
they're just using him as the cult leader, right?
Right. Yeah, no, I saw this video that was pretty interesting, but it was that Trump's number one goal through all of this is to stay out of jail. He raped underage girls. He needs to stay out of jail. The only way he stays out of jail is to continue being president. Now, the oligarchs, the Miriam Adelsons and Peter Thiels, they've already promised Trump a third term. They'll back him for a third term. He's just got to do whatever they say. So he's not even paying attention to what's going on a day-to-day basis. And Rubio,
he doesn't even know what's going on a daily basis, does he?
No clue. Rubio and the other ones, they're all taking their orders from like the oligarchs.
You think
Miriam Adelson, Peter Thiel, all the bankers, like all those rich people. Yeah, they're all taking their orders straight from them.
Then why is Peter Thiel moving to Argentina?
Well, that gets into a little bit of what I'm going to talk about later, but it's basically
really. Okay.
Yeah, basically, like I thought about this like many years ago, maybe like when I was in college, like learning about all this media stuff, and I was like, what are the billionaires going to do once they've like sucked all of the money out of this country when there's no use for America anymore?
Right.
They're going to buy resorts in Albania. They're going to move to Argentina. They're going to find the new country that they can prop up as the new America, and then they're going to suck those people dry.
But the economy, even the global economy, will crash because of this. How will they be able to have any type of like value to the dollar?
I don't know. That part of the plan, I don't know.
Because I feel like the rest of the world is so dependent on it.
I think we'll move away from the dollar. That's already starting right now.
Right. So all these billionaires will be just trading underground through like Bitcoin and other types of cryptocurrency.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that was Epstein's idea years ago when he first started talking about Bitcoin.
Right.
The idea that, if it's decentralized and banks and governments can't control it, they can control it, basically.
Right. And they'll just pass it around. between themselves, and they'll just make all of us a slave.
Well, it's like with the new rape islands. Like, so, you know, the Trumps are going to, Ivanka and Kushner, they're going to build this resort. All these rich people are going to come there. They're going to, that's how Trump's going to make money. That's how Ivanka and Kushner are going to make money in the future.
They're going to escape from like the U.S. and live there, or just travel to visit there?
They may escape. It depends on the fall of the U.S. I saw that Professor Jang guy talked about. He says America's going to.
You still listen to him?
Well, I catch a few videos here and there, but.
And what's he saying? The last thing he's been talking about?
Some of his theories are like a little out of control, but some of them really make sense. And yeah, he thinks the U.S. is going to collapse into 2027 next year.
That's like another year, dude.
Yeah.
What should we do, Andy?
It's like over for us. I literally don't know. I mean, the only thing good is I don't have any money to lose, so you know, life can't get too much worse for me. I guess I could be homeless, but
no, they'll be homeless. Well, LA's a good place to be homeless, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just join the other 300,000 people per year and growing.
Just tell me what freeway you are at, okay?
Oh, I've been scouting areas.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's some nice underpasses.
Have they cleaned up for the World Cup?
No. The World Cup is going to be an absolute disaster. It's going to be hilarious.
So?
Oh, it's going to be so embarrassing for America.
Because of Trump?
Oh yeah. It's going to be a complete disaster.
Are people even coming like from out of the country here, or what?
I don't know.
But yet ticket prices are like through the roof, I heard.
Yeah, well, it's a show for rich people. It's not for us. It's not for the rich.
I understand, but I heard Mondani made sure the tickets in New York were affordable. Like he was going to do like a $50 lottery or something to that degree. Did you hear about that?
Aren't they already bought?
No,
I don't think tickets are available.
No, Mondani worked something out, I heard, for New York.
Okay. 50 lucky winners will get to watch the game from the nosebleeds.
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, it's better than, no one can afford any of it. But then the people who bought tickets are too scared to come, or it's just going to be like Americans who still live here. I
think it'd be funny if teams just started pulling out.
Oh, I wish. Because, I mean, still think about it, that Iran has to fly into Mexico to go into the U.S.
Yeah. Do you think that game will happen?
It's got to happen.
They're going to be stopped at the border, I guarantee.
By like Proud Boys or something?
Guaranteed there's some kind of problem. There's at least going to be a delay in the game. If it's not like rescheduled for the next day. Because there's going to be a problem at the border getting them across.
I'm scared. And then what's about Mark Wayne Mullen wants to stop international travel to all the sanctuary cities, which is pretty much all of them. That have any kind of any international hub is pretty much a sanctuary city. Don't you think so?
Yeah, the only international airport will be working will be the Trump International at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, in West Palm Beach, Florida, right?
Yeah, it's the only place you can go.
Like, does this dumbass not know how much damage you do to infrastructure globally by doing something like that?
No, he doesn't.
That no one can handle that type of thing.
He's the dumbest human being alive.
He's just going to do what Trump says. You're going to listen to you're listening to a demented man. Like, I can't believe there's no one saying, "Hey, sir, this is really stupid. You should not be doing this. This is going to look really bad. People are going to be angry.
I think
people are going to revolt."
I think they're over America. Like, I think once Israel takes over the extended land, Lebanon and these they're creating the greater Israel, and a lot of them will go there. Miriam will definitely go there. She likes Israel more than America. I don't know why.
She lives in the U.S.?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think she openly said that she supports Israel more than the U.S.
Yeah, and then she donated $250 million to Trump's PAC so he could go, and then mentioned she wants him to go for a third term.
Oh, yeah. They're going to fund it. They're going to fund his third term.
But come on, Andy. He's not going to finish half of his second term or his already third term.
Well, that's what the bunker's for. The bunker's for so when he dies, they can just pretend that he's alive, and they can go on for how long you think they could get away with it? I mean,
I know.
The Democrats literally are I mean, they're trying, but there's not much they can do because they don't control anything right now.
And they're not even built. The bunker's not even built.
Well, that's what the point of the bunker is to make that. So he doesn't have to.
But they have been stopped from even building the ballroom.
Well, good.
So I don't think this thing's going to be completed before he even,
I don't know. I'm kind of pissed about that. Like, I don't want him to die.
Why?
I want him in jail. I don't care if he.
It's never happen.
If I got to
give
him
to die alone, lonely man.
I don't care if I have to give him a blood transfusion or one of my kidneys. I want that motherfucker to spend at least a week in jail.
All right.
Before he dies.
Well, Andy, did you vote this past Tuesday in the California primaries?
I did vote. Yeah, I waited until the last day so I could go in and vote.
Why'd you wait? I turned mine, did mail-in ballot. I turned it in like a month ago.
Yeah, because I noticed as we got closer, issues were coming up with the candidates.
Right.
And I was like, some shit's going to come out right before, number one.
Oh, that's what you're worried about. Okay.
Number two, I saw this post by this girl who laid out this great plan. This was probably a month before the election. She said
last month, right?
That she was willing to vote for either Becerra or Steyer, whoever was in the lead. We needed the goal was we need one Democrat at least.
Just one, right.
To make it through. So that was the other reason why I wanted to wait, because I wanted to vote for Steyer and he was in third. So I wanted to wait until the very, very last possible poll to see where everyone was before I actually decided.
Let's see what the current status is right now, because I think they're still counting, Andy. This is California governor primary. I just did a screenshot of just about 5 minutes before we got on here. And it shows Steve Hilton, the Republican, in the lead right now, because this is a jungle primary, which means they put everybody in the pot. Doesn't matter what party you are in.
Right.
And then you're all on that one ticket at the primary. So you don't have to be like Republican or Democrat to vote for these people.
Dude, I want to punch everybody on that ballot.
Why?
Especially if they're Democrats. For staying in the race, and they're not even going to come close. Why are you staying in the race?
Right. So we got Steve Hilton, the Republican, leading right now with 1.14 million votes. Oh, yeah. 1.1 million plus votes at 26.9%. Xavier Becerra, who I voted for, I don't know who you voted for, he also has 1.1 plus million at 25.7% vote. And then a third is Tom Steyer, the other Democrat Andy just referred to, at 850,000 votes and 19.8%. I think the next person was like that Bianca, the other Republican, 11 or something. That says the others here. Okay, now what gets me is if you notice something here, this is for the primary for the California governor. How many people live in California, Andy?
I don't know. A lot.
Like probably about 40 million people, I'd say. 40 million? I think so. So what's that percentage, Andy? Pretty freaking low, isn't it?
Yeah, so they haven't counted much.
Well, I'm just saying not many people voted either. That's my point.
Well, we don't. Yeah, I mean that's probably true in the end, but also, even if half the population voted, which probably I don't know if that's right or not, but
and if you think about it, Becerra, if he gets the top two, it's all he needs to get is top two, and it looks like he's pretty much close to being there. With Steve Hilton, they look pretty much like in a deadlock tie almost pretty much at this point.
Who is voting for these Republicans these days? Like who would possibly vote? Who would possibly vote?
And like Bakersfield, in the middle of nowhere.
Bakersfield's broke. You saw
Riverside County. Yeah, but I'm saying those people.
Porter Ranch. That's the story I got to tell you about from today. Oh my Lord.
Oh God. But if you think about it, if Steyer loses, then Becerra pretty much takes 850,000 votes, and that makes it 2 million. And I'm sure Becerra will take the other 20 Democrats that are running in the race as well. Because isn't there about 20 people in there?
Yeah,
it was literally 2 pages long, man.
Yeah, I scrolled forever on the little iPad that we voted.
Oh, it was insane. No, I did the mail-in ballot, and it was like a couple of pages long. I was like,
yeah,
is this for real?
Yeah,
wait a minute, it's on the whole back too. It just kept going.
Like, who are you trying to impress staying on the ballot with your 4 votes total in California?
And Andy, the same with the mayor too. It's just like, oh my God, it's like how many people? And I noticed they're all nonpartisan. If you see here, because Andy and I both live in Los Angeles, Karen Bass, who's the incumbent mayor right now, she is currently the mayor of Los Angeles.
Yeah,
and she is holding into the lead overall. And I guess on here it says it says every candidate for mayor is nonpartisan. Why do they do that, Andy? Do you know?
That I don't know.
You don't know? But I know Karen's obviously leans to the left, and the Spencer Pratt, he probably doesn't even know what the difference between left or right is.
Who is voting for that guy? Like, what is wrong with people?
The same freaking people. I see posts on Facebook and Instagram, dumb rich people who they felt bad for him because he apparently, his house got in the fires at Palisades.
Yeah,
but he said something about him living in a trailer. I don't know. There was all kinds of controversy going on.
I hated that dude. Even
and then this woman, Nitya Raman.
That's the LA Mamdani. That's who I voted for.
Is she really? Okay, you voted for her? I think Maria did too. I voted for Karen, I believe, but I wish she would beat Spencer. So it would just be 2 Democrats here, even though it says they're nonpartisan. That we know, they're pretty much on the left. And Spencer Pratt, I guess all these MAGA people are voting for him, and I think he's Trump's got his back, but I don't know what people are thinking. This is suicide.
Fox News. We're gonna get more Fox News commentary.
Oh, Andy, and I see his billboards all over the place. I'll tell you what Spencer Pratt has done. I noticed, and I don't think he's
a theory.
This is one. Oh, he did. He has billboards, and his billboards are worse AI than you and I's thumbnails. They're horrible. And then, he tells about what people worried about. I guarantee you what Spencer Pratt did was run it through one of the AIs like ChatGPT or whoever, Gronk or Claude or whoever, and said, or Gemini or whatever, and said, hey, what are Angelinos most worried about? What are their needs? What do Angelinos like a lot? So he saw the one that said like dogs. So he had billboards of him hugging dogs everywhere. Like violence and homelessness.
I just texted you the one by my house.
Let's see here. Okay. Oh God, yeah, that's the one. That's near my house too, man.
Is it? He must be putting them all over the place. What does it say?
He must have seen that. It said, "Oh, Angelinos love puppies."
Yeah, dude, he's the worst. Remember,
Angelinos love puppies, right? And then he made it. He goes, "Oh, make me an AI image." Let me find it on here, Andy, so people can see it. He's like, "Make me an image so I can put billboards on it." And what are most Angelinos in the city most concerned about? Well, like violence and, of course, and homelessness. And so he goes, "Oh, we've got to fight those things, what people want to hear." But if you listen to this guy, he doesn't have the answers. He's just pointing out the problems and saying like, "Oh, the Democrats aren't making it any better."
Well, at least someone learned from Trump.
Yeah, I know, right?
The Democrats haven't learned anything yet.
There it is, Andy.
Yeah. If dogs could vote,
they'd vote Spencer Pratt for LA mayor. We can't let him be mayor.
No. Do you remember there was that show like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Yeah, he was on there.
Yeah, he was on there. And I saw this one clip of him where he's flipping out because he's too big for this show. He's a real celebrity.
That was like on Talk Soup, and that was Jimmy Kimmel showed that. Like they showed that everywhere.
He's such a douche.
It looks like he's gotten really bloated, like he's been drinking and eating a lot. It's like anything like he did on the hills. That guy's probably younger than both of us. I know. So, Andy, what do you have to talk about today? You said, because I was discussing, what was I just talking about? Oh, about Peter Thiel going to Argentina. And you said, I've got the story to tell you.
Yeah, the story that's blowing my mind this week is the
do tell.
The new Albanian rape island that the Trumps and Kushners are building.
Oh, we can't say that word on here.
You can't?
Well, go ahead. Yeah, we have to beep it. Because this is probably being run, YouTube is probably being run by Peter Thiel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you bleep everything else I say, so it's fine.
Okay. So tell us more, Andy.
Oh, that means I'm not going to be able to show my T-shirt. Can I show the word?
Okay, we'll have to blur it out for TV. YouTube. Because right now, I heard all the big YouTubers like David Pakman, Keith Edwards, and Luke, they're all being censored. Yeah. And they're not getting the views that they need. And they're all worried that they're going to be totally taken off. And they saw their names on the us.gov website saying these are like media terrorists, basically.
Enemies of America.
Yeah. And their names were on there, they said today. So they could be like quickly removed off YouTube and other social platforms. I think all they have that they can own is on like Substack or something.
Oh my God. Well, things are going to get interesting if that happens.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm talking about if the House prevents Trump for continuing this war with Iran, if they don't elect Todd Blanche and Bill Pulte in their cabinet positions, which I hope they don't vote for him, because it will be a suicide. It'll definitely be a cult for sure, because these people are way unqualified and unhinged, and they'll just do whatever this 80-year-old man with dementia talks about. Okay, so what do you want me to show first? You want me to show this first or what?
Yeah, this is the beginning. This obviously you can tell where I got the videos from, but there's two interviews with or two clips I have with Ivanka talking about her new amazing billionaire island in Albania.
Okay, so this first one is what?
This is her first talking about it. So go ahead and play that.
I've gone back to my real estate roots, which has been a lot of fun. And I'm working on an incredible project with my husband in the Mediterranean. It's massive in scale.
I think that's an understatement. Can you explain?
Yes, it is.
There's no power on this island. You're building everything from scratch. Correct?
Well, it's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean.
So it sounds like this is the Billionaire text version of their new Death Star.
This is Epstein Island, right? Too. Yeah,
I'm saying like this is they're building a new Death Star.
Yeah. So like I did a little research on this deal. Yeah. And apparently they negotiated for a while. And Albania has given only preliminary approval for the development of this island. The island is like an environmental sanctuary. There's nothing on it. It's protected land.
Except for a lot of flamingos are.
Yeah. There's like animal species, and there's like marshland that has like a ton of different like species living there.
And they're just gonna bulldoze it all over down.
Yeah, their plan calls for 600 hotel rooms and villas. And there's a whole other part of the island.
It's an ecology disaster.
Yeah, where they've been approved to build like something even more massive, like their own mansion. And the really interesting part is somehow the approval for the sale of this island came exactly 2 months after Trump won re-election.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how they worked that out.
Everything seems like it's been worked out properly for them.
I really hope that the next person in charge, president or whatever, gives a little payback for like all these countries that have done this, that basically have changed rules to allow the Trumps to dominate the world, to try and curry favor. You know?
This is why the IRS was told to not audit him or his family for eternity.
Right. Another interesting thing about this deal is the deal is, with Trump Kushner and their firm and this and that in some unknown country, one unknown country. No one knows who it is.
Okay. This is the next one?
If you want to guess.
What?
Of course, it's Israel, of course.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim.
Boat.
Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the islands. We went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated. And it stayed with us ever since. And over the course of many years, we developed the opportunity to help realize its potential and transform it, but with a lot of restraint and care, because the land is so beautiful that really the architecture has to be fully integrated into it, almost rise from it. It's not even a business for me, despite the scale of it. We not only the island, but we have 5 miles of beachfront directly across from the island, this beautiful peninsula with a lagoon on one side, the ocean on the other. Beautiful white sand beaches. For me, it feels more like a challenge than anything else. The culmination of all of my experience in real estate, all of my travel, a lot of reflection on how I want to live, how I think people increasingly are wanting to live, and trying to really build something that's a tangible manifestation of that. That requires a lot of vision, the collaboration of some of the greatest masters that exist. So I was just there walking the lands, really just trying to sort of be with it and experience it alongside some of the greatest living architects of our time, like true masters of their craft, people with integrity so absolute, like there will be no compromise. And that's something we want to create there. So we're very.
So she's basically saying, thank God I'm not an ordinary person.
Exactly. Like, it's so disgusting. It's unbelievable.
Out of touch with reality. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I can't even believe how clueless they are.
The grifting has gotten so bad, they just are doing it just out of the open now. They're doing it so much they don't even know they're doing it.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm like the clip.
No one can stop them. They're making themselves immune to the world.
Yeah, if you guys happen to be listening to the podcast and not watch, you got to go see this clip because it's so amazing how just out of touch she is. And it led me to have this theory.
And who did the interview on that? Who was the interviewer?
I don't know. I don't know who could possibly give a shit or put her in some kind of position like anybody cares about her. We have 5 miles of pristine beach for me.
This is what you're going to get on all future 60 Minutes from now on. Yeah. Just this type of material.
Yeah, I think
no critical thinking news media or investigative reporting at all. It's what are the Trump family doing for fun while everyone else is suffering?
Yeah, everyone else can't eat. They're picking through the dumpster for food. But I have this theory that and it's based solely off of how she looks in that thing that we are experiencing. This is America's French Revolution moment.
Oh yeah, let them eat cake, correct?
Yeah, I think this is it. This is when all of America is going to come together and realize that these people don't even understand how we're living. They don't have a concern.
They think everyone owns an island.
Oh yeah, yeah. And everyone else is cockroaches.
What do you think? Even when Donald Trump was he thought he discovered the word groceries. Because
exactly,
he never had to go to a grocery store and go with his mom in a shopping cart and pick up produce and lettuce and Wheaties and
they have no idea.
No, they've always had someone get it for them.
Right.
He didn't know. He didn't understand groceries.
And the kids are even worse. I noticed this about there's a lot of people like this. Okay, we can say Fred Trump worked for his money. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he had a dad who was rich too, but let's just say, for example, he worked for his money. Right. Then you have this this like piece of garbage, his son Donald, who never worked a day in his life and thinks he's the greatest. And then Donald's kids are even worse. Every generation that doesn't work to build their own wealth is just, they get worse and worse.
Because at this point you've got someone who doesn't know how to even appreciate it. So how can they teach their offspring?
Exactly. Yeah. And so every generation just gets worse.
So they become even more disconnected, correct?
But my theory there about this being the French Revolution moment is why I made you one of these to check out.
Okay.
Let me pop it up here.
Let's see it.
Show that. This is my new t-shirt.
Oh God! Wow! Oh wow! It's a good one, Andy.
You like that?
A little better, but you're on the right track for sure. It should be like in French cursive.
Yeah, I should change the font maybe. But it reminds me of, I saw this post, and it was a history post, and it was about like people's last words. And apparently Marie Antoinette's last words were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I stepped on your foot." She stepped on the foot of the guy controlling the guillotine that was about to kill her. Like, just totally clueless about what her actions and the anger of the people and why it all was happening. She's just clueless. But if you want to see real quick how Albanians are responding.
Okay, let's do it. Pull
that one down. This is the Albanian Prime Minister's house. Yeah, this was like last night or the night before. Because this prime minister is the guy who changed the law in order to allow the sale of this island. They're literally firing Molotov cocktails at his house. Albanians don't fuck around.
So you're saying that the Albanian citizens aren't too keen about this transaction happening?
No, they're furious.
And so this Albanian president is a friend of the Trumps now?
Apparently,
letting them buy this island?
That was how he was going to curry favor, so he could get
this ecological protected like island with flamingos and other nature.
Most likely so he could get rich himself through some other side scheme.
Of course. Obviously, it's all going to be transactional, right?
He's not going to help the Albanian people with anything.
No.
But Albanians are really they're really worried because they've had a struggle for many years, like creating a democratic system.
Right.
And they've made huge strides recently in creating a democratic system in their country. And they're worried it's all going to go like backsliding and just go away. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I feel like now the Trump family is making like so much money and they can just bribe people. Like everybody has a price, right?
They're literally, I hope that.
And they're just going around the world who's going to take the bribes.
Yeah. I hope like literally our next president just says like, we're not making any deals with anybody unless they divest from their deals with Trump.
And when Donald Trump dies, what's going to happen to his kids?
They'll probably go to jail.
You think
that's it. I think that's the most amazing part of
you think they'll be that vulnerable?
I think so, yeah.
Or are they going to run off this
especially
island,
Jared Kushner.
Jared?
No, because if you think about
will the world be searching for them too?
What do you mean?
Like internationally, will they be wanted besides just in America?
That is a good thing, a good question. And I thought about that today. Like how would the next president trying to bring the country back together has to go after them? Mm-hmm. There's no way. And if the next president pardons them for any reason, the people are going to erupt in this country.
Right.
Like he's got to, I mean, he's going to follow the law, and he's going to say, if there's no evidence, then there's no crime.
Right.
But if there's evidence, they gotta press charges. And it's the most amazing thing about the Trumps. Donald Trump doesn't give a shit about his kids. He literally doesn't care. He knows
he didn't even go to Don Jr.'s wedding last week.
He's just trying to make it till his death without going to jail. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about his kids or nothing. But I mean,
he's been missing for 8 days, and he didn't even go to Don Jr.'s. Did you see that awful video with Don Jr. and his bride?
No.
Oh, God,
I'm glad I didn't see it.
Oh my God, you have to see it. They made this like wedding video in the beach, and you'd want to vomit if you see it.
Does his bride look like Jesus's girlfriend in South Park?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know, but it's just again like just overindulgent. It was just disgusting. It's just like kick sand in your face to America.
Oh yeah, they don't care. But yeah, the Trump organization could be investigated for so many things.
But if the IRS can't audit them anymore,
that'll go away
once Trump goes away.
See, here's the problem: is Trump's creating these laws, but
I feel like that they're all being like forced, like right away, and rush him through while he's still alive or can think.
Exactly. But the next time we have a Democratic president, he can change the laws back. I mean, if Trump wanted to protect himself, he'd have to somehow get a constitutional amendment.
Thank God they're making him remove his name off the Kennedy Memorial Center, performing arts. But now he wants to build another thing behind Lincoln Memorial, a new Trump thing.
A Trump memorial?
Yeah.
Is he as good as Lincoln now?
Yeah, I get. But he said there's nothing in the back, and then he wants to put a Trump a building memorial, even though he's still alive. And he's
isn't he going on the $250 bill too?
Yes. You think that'll happen?
I don't know, but I'll never see it. I ain't never gonna have $250. Are you kidding? But you want to hear about today? Okay. Real quick. I got so fired up today. It was gross. I had to go to Porter Ranch. Have you ever heard of this place?
Yes.
I hate everybody that lives there.
I've been there. I've worked in that area.
Ugh, they're just gross. So I deliver this thing to this guy, and they won't even acknowledge my existence.
Why?
I'm the peasant that works for Uber Eats.
Okay.
Their house was probably about 12 million, maybe more.
Yes.
Like it was this huge house. And I walk up to the front door. The dog said hi to me, but that was about it. I put the bags.
Oh, they have a talking dog?
No, he just wagged his tail and was like licking my hands as I was putting the bags down in front of the door. And like literally they were talking amongst themselves. And no one said hi to me. No one said good morning. No one said how are you. No one said thank you for bringing them their fucking dopey Slurpees. I didn't exist. Wow. I was a peasant.
Oh my gosh.
American riffraff. They don't have time. They got too much money. They don't have time to deal with people. And it was in one of all those gated communities up there.
Right, yeah.
I hate them. I hate them all.
I've DJ'd a few parties there back in the day.
Yeah.
But no one invites you in and asks you if you have your swim trunks to go for a swim or anything?
Well, no, I didn't expect that, but at least like a good morning or, hey, thanks for dropping this off. Nothing. Wouldn't even look. They wouldn't even give me eye contact. That's how horrible I was.
Did you just lay it down and walk away?
I did what the thing said. You put it down and I had to scan all the barcodes, and then I had to take a picture of it in front of the door, and then I walked away. And I walked away laughing. I started laughing out loud right as I walked by the main guy.
Oh,
because he wouldn't even look me in the eyes. He had no respect for me at all.
Yeah. Well, those people are voting for Spencer Pratt. Let me tell you,
they are the ones who voted for Spencer Pratt.
Oh yeah, because it's just idiocracy at its finest when the dumb people have the money now. Unfortunately,
did you see? I saw a post the other day about it. Showed the front lawn of the White House in Idiocracy.
Yeah,
and underneath it, what it actually looks like, and it was almost the same. Like it was.
Well, you heard that Trump now also because next week I guess is going to be the U.S. fight on the White House lawn, and they've already got that crazy structure that looks like something out of like a U2 concert or something that we've gone to before. And he said that Trump made a statement saying that Paris had the World's Fair and they built the Eiffel Tower strictly for the World's Fair site. But after it was over, they decided to keep it indefinitely. Now it's become, a French Paris landmark. And so he wants to do this with the UFC fight ring thing. He wants to keep it there after this ridiculous fight who no one wants to go. It's going to be, none of the fighters want to do it because it's going to be hot and sweaty with bugs and gnats because of all the construction and demolition to the right of the East Wing.
Yeah, what about the bees? Didn't Melania start a bee colony?
There's all kinds of crazy stuff going, man. There's like
imagine the guy in the middle of it. He's almost got the chokehold and he gets stung and now he's gonna let it go.
The fighters aren't even used to this because they're used to being indoors where it's cool and they're gonna sweat more than usual and it's gonna be hot and sweaty and there's gonna be mosquitoes biting you and shit.
Yeah.
People are gonna be miserable. He's pulled out. Everybody's pulled out of his birthday party. Everybody's
real quick though. While we're talking about the fighting, I saw one of the fighters. He's a really religious guy.
Yeah,
and he came on. He made a video and he apologized for being a Trump supporter.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
and then he goes into the thing about the Book of Revelations.
Oh God, yeah. And?
He does a whole thing about the Book of Revelations, and he says like literally like. He's never heard or read a person in history that more fits the beast from the Book of Revelations, the Antichrist, than Donald Trump.
I'm not even religious.
And the funny thing is
he's a false prophet.
When the guy said that, I looked up because I forget like what happens to the followers of the Antichrist.
Right.
You don't want to be one of those. That's bad. So all these evangelicals who think Christianity is the greatest and this is the whole point of the world and think Donald Trump's the next coming of Jesus, that fits right into the story. That is what happens in the Book of Revelations. Like a whole population of them follows this bad guy.
It's crazy. I feel like people who aren't even like religious or like agnostic or atheists are the ones who see more into this than people who think they're Christian.
Oh yeah, they don't. It's amazing. I don't totally understand. I mean, I kind of grew up in a cult, so I got a little bit of.
Oh, Andy, I got some information. You heard about Trump's birthday too. We talked about the UFC fight, right?
Yeah.
And then I got some notice here. This one says what? Oh, the Tri-Lands band has pulled out of the Freedom 250 concert.
I don't even know who the Tri-Lambs are.
That was the band from Revenge of the Nerds. That was the year you were born, 1984. Did you ever see Revenge of the Nerds? See Booger in the background dressed as Elvis?
Yeah, I've seen it a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
Can you sing one of their songs for us?
Oh, no, but it was really good. I remember I saw that double feature with Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks. I was 14 and my friend's sister saw me at theater and told the man that I was with them so I could go in and see two R-rated movies with my friends.
Nice.
And we rode our bikes there to the multiplex at the mall. Oh, look here. Got another notice. Oh, Andy, Sexual Chocolate regrets to announce his withdrawal from the Freedom 250 concert. We apologize for any inconvenience and thank our fans for the understanding. Now, you know Sexual Chocolate, right?
No, I don't know Sexual Chocolate.
That's from Coming to America, Eddie Murphy. And,
okay.
Arsenio Hall. Oh, look, it's Milli Vanilli. Blame it on the briefing.
Wait, is that really Milli Vanilli?
Well, no, that's Marco Rubio on the left, and that's Pete Hegseth. But
I didn't recognize Hegseth, but I recognize Rubio.
They decided to do some cosmetic surgery and some gender enhancements. So Trump does not know. So since all that you have to do is lip sync to the music, that's what Rubio and Hegseth are going to do, and they're going to wear the giant clown shoes that Trump gave them.
Yeah, what year did it fall apart for Milli Vanilli?
Like 1990.
Yeah, see, 1990.
I remember that too. I love that album, man. But when that CD skipped, I got a little freaked out by it.
I was 6 years old in 1990. I didn't know Milli Vanilli.
Well, Andy,
you should truth that to Marco though.
No, you think they would do it if they had to? Would they perform? Blame it on the rain. It was falling. Blame it on the stars. It shines at night. And there's only even of the two guys that were the fake Milli Vanilli that were the front of it because they were like models in Germany. Yeah. One died by suicide, unfortunately, and so there's only one, and it was going to be the fake Milli Vanilli guy, not the real singers, even the guys whose voice it really is. And the fake Milli Vanillis do not sound anything like the real Milli Vanillis. Unfortunately, they don't have the voices, that deep, resonant voice.
Yeah.
It sounds just a little. They can't enunciate the words like they could in the song. So Andy, guess what I did this weekend? I watched when I came home. I watched the wrestling. Oh no, I didn't when I was working Saturday night. I was at the Residence Inn in Ontario, California, at a card convention of Pokemon, and I decided to watch some AAA Lucha Libre wrestling out of Monterrey, Mexico. What's funny now is that that AAA is now owned by WWE, which your favorite, the McMahons.
I love the McMahons.
And
you think he's been at Epstein Island?
Pretty much. He's already done some Me Too's. That's why he's out of there. But Vince McMahon, but Linda, is running the Department of Education and running that into the ground.
Yep.
And what's also crazy is that that TKO Sports bought WWE as well, and they also own the UFC, which is Dana White, who's a big Trump lover too, right?
Right.
Who's going to host this UFC fight in the front of the White House, which they're going to decide to keep. Now it's going to look this giant black robot spider from a Star Wars movie, like I saw tonight. It's going to be stuck in this front lawn from here on out until Trump dies, and then there's demolished East Wing.
Quick question about that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I heard the rule about no fat soldiers.
Yes, that's true.
Does that only count for soldiers?
I guess just officials.
Trump's still going to be allowed, right?
Trump will be allowed. He's the only, but he does not know. Don't tell him. He thinks he's a size 32 waist.
Right.
But they're going to have to measure your waist size and your fat intake.
Is any soldiers going to show up?
I'm sure they will. They're going to have to find. They're going to find some MAGA soldiers like they always do.
Yeah.
But can you believe that? You have to look pretty. Because Trump now likes pretty boys and pretty girls, and he tells you if you're handsome or not. Like I think he's calling pansexual. Trump has.
You think Trump would call me handsome?
No.
Dick.
No, he just thinks he's as good looking as the men, the UFC fighters.
Yeah, it reminds me of that guy who ran Abercrombie.
Right.
Remember, when I was in high school, they had an Abercrombie, and they'd have the young guys standing out with their shirts off, and you had to be really good looking to work there. But the owner or CEO looked like he literally got smashed in the face with a frying pan.
Oh no!
Yeah, he was the ugliest person I'd ever seen. So much surgery. He looked like a monster. He didn't look like a human.
I think Stephen Miller is going to work at the velvet rope and choose who can come in and not. Studio 54, you come in, or and then all their billionaire friends will come in.
White people,
they can look anything, and then I guess they're going to have a freak off after the fight.
Oh
they'll have the baby oil come out, and all these ugly old billionaires will molest the hot young people.
Will Diddy be released by then?
Yes. Then he'll be released into the octagon with his baby oil. They'll have a freak off. A 250th celebration of America and freak on off. You sound good to you? So, Andy, do you remember this thing a couple of months ago where so I was talking about wrestling again. So anyway, in the AEW, there was this wrestler named Brody King. And when he came out, he wore shirts that said stop ice, no ice. And the audience, the least people you would think at a wrestling match would, tend towards Brody King. You think they want ice to be there or something, right? But instead, this is what, if you remember this.
Yeah.
So
that one though, yeah.
So that was Brody King, and I even went to one of the pay-per-views of AEW where Brody King was on the match at the crypto.com back in March, just a couple months ago. And he came out and everybody was doing the same thing, like, fuck guys, fuck guys, fuck guys. And it was awesome, man. It was like, and it was sold out. There must have been 20,000 people there just chanting, fuck guys. And I was just loving it, man. Well, go ahead.
If you've never been to a wrestling match, you got to check it out, especially live. Like it is a wild thing. I mean, Merlin, you brought me to 2, that really small one up here in the valley.
We'll see that.
Yeah, that was fun.
At the Legion Hall.
And then the one we went down to, where was that one?
Oh, at Belasco, one of the theaters down there.
Right.
Downtown.
Right. Not a single girl in the audience, but
there were a few women in the audience. We talked to a few.
I only went for what's her name?
Did you? Oh, Shotsky?
That Julia girl.
Oh, Julia. Okay, gotcha. Now there was a match this weekend, and this is funny because, like I said, AAA is based out of Mexico City. It's mostly lucha libres. You know the whole like culture of lucha libre wrestling, right? And the masked wrestlers. The masked wrestlers were just as famous as actors. Like there was like El Santo from back in the 60s and 70s. He was such a famous wrestler, Mexican wrestler. He was so famous that he became a famous actor, and he still wears wrestling masks like Rey Mysterio.
Really?
Yes, and it's like a huge culture. And then if there's going to be a heel masked wrestler and then a baby face, and then sometimes at the end of their feud, the feud gets so intense they end up having a mask versus mask. And to lose your mask is like losing a limb.
Oh,
like
you don't
losing part of your soul. Understand?
Okay.
Especially Mexican culture, Mexican wrestling. It's funny because, like I said, WWE owns now AAA wrestling, and they have I think the Undertaker, who is kind of the head of creative and the booking now for AAA wrestling.
I like the Undertaker.
And there are 2 wrestlers in mid-level or mid-tier wrestlers. You know what mid-level means, right? Like they're never going to be like winning the championships. They're never going to be the main event. They're going to be the mid-card, right?
Right.
And they've got to create stories so these people can stay on TV, because the whole thing is you still got to create a gimmick. You've got to create a pop, because the whole thing is about the introduction, about the pageantry, and about selling yourself as a good guy or a bad guy, because you want the crowd to either really cheer for you or boo you. Because if you get if the boos are just as loud as the cheers, then you've achieved something.
Right.
And you can also sell your merch and make money off that. And that's all people care about, is the business of it, right?
Right.
So if you're able to make a baby face look good or a heel look good, then you're going to continue to be on TV, right? So imagine all the mid-card people are always constantly fighting for TV time.
Yeah.
And wanting to be in WWE, because it is competitive. It's a competitive field, because there's new people coming up from the indies, the things I took you to see.
Right, yeah.
And other stuff. And, once wrestlers' storylines get stale, they can pretty much get laid off, or they have to job, which means you're losing to everybody at this point. You're just working in development and making the new wrestlers look good. So you're getting pinned by them and beat up so that you make that other wrestler look better.
Then
so
you finally lose your job?
You finally lose your job, yes. Like a lot of them do. Unfortunately, they have to go to a competing league or the minor leagues of wrestling, which I've taken you to. Right. So anyway, there's 2 wrestlers mid-tier. One was Ludwig Kaiser, and then Chad Gable. Chad Gable is about same size as me, a little guy, but a funny as hell American guy. I think he wrestled in college, so he's really good at technique, really good wrestler, really cut. I'll show you what he looks like here. He came up with a gimmick because his storylines were kind of dying. The storylines were finishing up, wrapping up that he was previously in. And he got a little minor push in 23 and 24. And then in 25, he came up with a new character so he could get more TV time. So he came with this idea, like, how if I be a luchador and kind of mock the Latino, especially Mexican wrestling culture, and be a heel. So he puts on a wrestling mask and calls himself El Grande Americano.
Okay.
Like in a coffee drink, like the big American, right? And
Right.
he's just like mocking, he's just making fun of this wrestling culture. Remember, for Mexicans, lucha libre is like a way of life. It's a culture. Like they bring food and roses, and these people are, they're even in politics. I think some lucha libres went to, their parliament, and they're still wearing the wrestling mask in government back in the day. So it means a lot to the Mexican culture. So they see this guy as a bad guy. So to help cross promote WWE with AAA, they started having Chad Gable as El Grande Americano feuding with the actual Mexican wrestlers that were the stars of AAA.
Okay.
And he was making them look good, and he was getting TV time, not only on AAA, but on WWE time as well, to help cross promote Mexican wrestlers and introduce them to American audiences. Understand?
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Well, pretty much through almost to the end or halfway through 25, Chad Gable gets hurt. And he can't wrestle. He's probably out like 6 months. There it goes, like the rest of 25 for him. Really sucks. He's built this great character, built storylines. So they're like, what do we do now? We need another person to fill Chad's void of the storyline, because we're deep in the storyline. It's a pretty much big storyline in Mexico, but a kind of a really good growing storyline in the United States, because they're telling both stories on both channels, AAA and WWE.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. There's a German guy. His real name is Marcel Barthel, but he goes by Ludwig Kaiser, and he's a heel in WWE. Gotcha?
Okay.
And what he does, he now becomes El Grande Americano. Whereas where Chad Gable, though, was like 5'8" and like 225 pounds, Ludwig Kaiser is like 6'2", 6'3", very slender and muscular too, but obviously not the same El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
And he's got a thick accent, German accent too. Okay. So what happens is, Undertaker wants now Ludwig Kaiser as El Grande Americano to be the big heel in Mexico now, to take over for Chad Gable, and kind of make it funny because now we've got two, and it's obviously not the same person, but he's acting like the same person. And so he goes there, and at first he's the heel. He's, the fans are going boo, boo, boo. He decides he's going to start learning Spanish, and he starts embracing their culture. And before you know it, everything turns, and now he's the fan favorite.
Oh shit!
Yes, because the whole thing is, what do you think people want? Especially like the Latino people and Mexicans and Central Americans in the United States. They just want respect, right?
Right.
And here's an American that was at first mocking them, but now here's a person who has picked up Spanish. He started dating the AAA female announcer who's like Miss Mexico or something. She's gorgeous.
Wow.
Hell. Yeah, so she's a big celebrity too, because she's now the announcer, gorgeous woman. I'll show a picture of her later. And he is embracing, and now he's become from a heel now to a national hero who's getting, like I said, the flowers, like all these famous masked luchadores, as they would say, in the past 60 years. And here is this guy, German, still calling himself El Grande Americano, but now a fan favorite. So I'm going to show you some of the pictures, okay? And I'll tell you what's going on, okay? Because I can't show the video. Otherwise, we'll get flagged, okay? I'll show you a few cards. So this is the Ludwig Kaiser. Here they had a mask versus mask. So this feud had been going for about a little over 6 months now, and has been escalating in Mexico. And they had the final standoff, which was the mask versus mask in Monterrey, Mexico, this past weekend. And you can watch it on YouTube. I'll have the link in the description. And this is Ludwig Kaiser as El Grande. Now he's a baby face. So he's grabbing the little babies. And see this caption here? He goes, "A proud Mexican is not the color of your skin." They're saying you don't have to be Mexican. You don't have to be brown to be proud. Right? like to be Mexican. Like here is a guy. He's not even American. He's showing you what people would expect from Americans, from people from the United States, like us, that they just want to be loved and be treated like human beings. Correct?
Right.
I mean, so I'll show you the next pictures here. Now, this is the villain. This is the heel. This is Chad Gable.
Oh, this is the one they don't like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see the mariachi band in the background. They're all laughing at him and stuff. So he's like a joke. And, this is actually like comedy gold. So, and now he's coming back and he's calling himself the original El Grande Americano. And this is Ludwig Kaiser as El Grande Americano. And he even has the Mexican, cowboy hat on, right?
He's the new El Grande Americano.
Yes. But he's the one who decided, like, he couldn't speak that. He wasn't that good at Spanish, probably why he's just learning from his girlfriend at this point. And now he's fluent in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Understand? So the crowd loves him. See, and he's like putting his hands out. And I think one of the other WWE wrestlers who's Mexican, El Pinta Ezero, does the same thing. And so he does his hands like this. And the crowd bops his hands.
Okay.
And then we'll go here to the next one. So here is El Grande Americano, the babyface one. And look at these people. They're going crazy. Look at the guy next to him on this right here.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to cry.
He is crying, man. There are people crying. And then I'll show you.
You cry at wrestling?
Dude, I got teary-eyed during this. If you watch this on YouTube, Andy, I guarantee you. And then look here. Here he is. Look at this people. Look at all the people going crazy. See, they got the mask of him on. Like everybody was wearing the mask of the baby face, El Grande Americano. People were just in hog heaven. Look, there's like people. Look at that kid hugging him. He's hugging the kid.
Yeah.
Look, there's another person to the left over here. You see where the masked little kid is grabbing them? And there's tears pouring down their eyes on the far left right here. You see that person? You wouldn't get this at a Trump rally, okay? You would not get this. And then let's go again to the next one. Trust me, I'm going somewhere here. I'm going somewhere with this, okay? That is the bad El Grande, the original one.
Okay, yeah.
And that's his thing. That's why he does his Chad Gable in WWE. He puts his two peace fingers of signs up like that and goes, "Thank you." You've heard about that guy?
No.
Thank you. You don't know. Okay. We should watch it. Oh, here is the baby face. So they're already in the middle of the match, and this is his girlfriend comes down.
Right.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
Andrea Bazzarte, I believe it. Hope I pronounced that right. So this is the villain, El Americano, and he's like, "What are you doing down here? You don't have a ticket." And she's showing because I don't know if you knew. Did you hear the story about supposedly like a week before the couple, Ludwig Kaiser without the mask, he and this woman, Andrea Bazzarte, were in a hotel elevator making out, which you should be doing if you're dating someone like her.
Yeah, I agree.
And there was a MAGA American in the elevator, dude, going, like telling them to get a room. I don't know, words of exchange. And I guess the guy walked out and goes, I'm going to call ICE on her to something to that degree. And then I guess things got a little verbally heated. And apparently Ludwig Kaiser got arrested, even though there wasn't any physical violence. I think they were just kind of yelling at each other. And the guy called the cops on Ludwig. So that storyline, you can imagine, he's defending his woman, right?
Right.
And she's the announcer for AAA. So the stakes are even higher now in the storyline, correct?
Right.
And this kind of represents like he's the American. He's kind of basically saying, "Where's your green card? Like, that's your ticket, right? That's your seat ticket." And she's showing that she's got a ringside ticket and him to go F himself. Got it?
Okay.
So the next one here.
Drama.
I know, dude, this is probably one of the best matches, not only of the year, but of decades. So finally, here it is. Here is El Grande Americano. You can see all the blood on the mat. There was a lot of blood in this match. And he's finally pinning the heel, El Grande Americano, the original. You can see the crowd going nuts.
Yeah.
And then So here he is getting his hand raised, and that's his beautiful girlfriend. And then this is like his teammates also wearing the mask.
Okay.
Look, so they're very happy. The crowd's going wild. Oh my gosh, it was so loud. I literally, like during this part, the storyline was so good, and the match was one of the best matches ever that, dude, I started like crying on a gummy at midnight on Sunday night or Saturday night. Saturday night I was eating a gummy in my hotel room at Residence Inn.
Did you want to fight someone?
No, I did not. I just felt like I felt very proud, like for the Mexicans. I felt so happy for them because this is, I think it represents a lot socially and politically and just nationally and everything.
Yeah.
That it pretty much tells like the temperature of America right now. This is Chad Gable. He has to remove his mask. So when you lose mask versus mask match, you eventually, he calls this, that's his family in the background there and his wife and kids. And even the son was wearing the same mask as him and they were crying. And this was a bloody as hell match, man. It was pretty physical. It lasted like an hour long. The entire match did. Blood. And he's getting, pretty emotional about all this. So it's kind of a touching moment. It kind of almost feels like it's getting like really real instead of like, not part of the storyline anymore, which is kind of, you start getting more sad. And I mean, these guys both did a hell of a performance. They should be pushed hard again in the WWE.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you a couple more. I got a couple more here. And then afterwards, there were some signs that said, yo no elegue ser grande lover simplemente Dios me ama, means for people who don't know Spanish or understand what I just said.
Or both.
Or both. It says, I didn't choose to be a Grande Americano lover. God simply loves me. That's touching. Does that touch you?
Yeah, I'm in tears.
And then here's another one at the afterwards, the post ceremonies. Solo es un grande americano de y ese es Mexicano way. I think I think means like bro or dude. So it means there's only one guy, and that's Grande Americano, the Mexican legend, bro. Because gay means bro or dude.
Okay.
And it's got a couple more, Andy. Just makes you feel so proud that that
you're saying this was a big deal.
This was a big effing deal, and it's all over the internet, man. It's all over the internet.
Why didn't they do it at the White House?
Exactly. Why didn't they? And here he is at the post awards, the post ceremonies, holding the Mexican flag. They gave this guy flowers.
They love him, huh?
So imagine though that you're just a mid-tier, like really a nobody in WWE. Like you're a small fish in a big pond, right?
Yeah.
And now you come to Mexico and you're selling out stadiums bigger than in America and than WWE can.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I understand, because that's how big it is in Mexico. He's selling out stadiums and he's becoming a national hero. How do you go back to WWE? And just become a guy who like jobs to other people like Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
Oh, they'll be moving this story over without a doubt.
Well, how can you?
I don't know, but they're gonna find a way. They're gonna bring that girlfriend in, and they're gonna.
I would never leave. Like this guy, and you can tell. But imagine how you would feel, Andy. Like the energy you feel from this crowd. Like look at him. He in this video I saw him. He was really crying. Because imagine how you would feel like being this accepted.
Did he ever get any kind of like rise in America?
No,
he's
a
always
little,
just kind of there.
He's got to rise up to mid-level. Basically.
Yeah,
to upper mid-level.
Yeah, and then down there it's huge.
But never got to like the fox and the grapes. He really never got to touch the grapes.
Yeah,
I mean, and he was crying. So
if my girlfriend looked like that, I'd be crying too.
Yeah, but imagine how much that would touch you, though, to be that accepted by a whole different country. And
he's really German in real life?
In German. And he's showing Americans how to be a real American.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
funny.
mean?
Yeah.
Like what people expect from us, our neighbors. So who would you rather be, Andy? Here's a quiz. I made this thing up. Who would you want to be for one night? El Grande Americano or Donald Trump?
That's a tough one. There's no way I want to be Donald Trump. Ever.
Okay. Look at him. Look, he said
Although
UFC
it would be
fight,
nice.
he looks miserable, but look at
it would be kind
the
of nice
love.
to have your own vagina under your chin.
Oh, is that what you would do? But I'd rather be El Grande del Americano.
I gotta learn Spanish too. Ugh, it's hard.
I thought you were going to move to Colombia.
Oh, that dream has died.
Oh my God. Well, you still not thinking about it?
I'll do anything to move out of this country.
Well, if they remove us off, we are all going to die. Move our channel, even though we have 80 subscribers. So please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell button, get notified when Andy and I do one, hopefully within the next month.
We might have to move to Mexico to keep doing our show.
Oh, yeah. We'll call it El Grande Democrats. Democrats. There's no B, Andy. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, you told me earlier.
But you switched the E with the U. Get it?
Okay, I get it.
Okay, I got it. So, Andy, got any last things to say?
I'm fading fast. I got.
We're going straight into We the People. Also, watch that show. Like it. Tell us what you'd like to see on the show. Should we be called the Democrats? Or do you still like We Are All Gonna Die? Because I do feel like we're all gonna die. Speaking on the next episode, we'll have to talk about the Ebola virus. And will it kill us all?
Right.
Or another pandemic coming up.
Oh,
now that they've gotten rid of CDC and they won't let health officials here work with the World Health Organization. They've banned us from communicating even with them.
I'm telling
you.
Andy? I'm scared. Total collapse of America is what's happening.
You feel like they're being forced to do this.
It's almost like Donald Trump is doing everything Vladimir Putin would want to happen to America.
Or even China. Or both.
Nah, I don't think. See, I started because of Donald Trump. I don't trust any of the normal things we are taught growing up about these evil other countries. Like I don't think China's really that bad.
You think it's Putin and Bibi?
Yeah, I think those are
and Israel
and Trump. Those are the three pillars of evil in our country, in our world.
They've got leverage on him, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Obviously. And he just like they're playing with his balls and they think they love him.
Well, every time Bibi calls, he threatens to release some of the Epstein files with Trump in it.
Oh, I believe it.
So then Trump starts bombing Iran again.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have to talk about that next episode.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Guys, we love y'all. We'll see you on the next episode. This is We Are All Gonna Die with Andy and Merlin.
Again.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Andy and Merlin, your cursed best friends. Flames rise high. Don't even try. 'Cause we're all gonna